guys, welcome back. Just a casual vlog today. I thought we might try and start to make these vlogs that we do a little more regular. I'm just driving, in case it's a bit bumpy, I'm driving along our driveway here, and we just had a whole bunch of snow fall overnight, so the driveway is a little bumpy. We have about a 500 meter driveway, so and we don't have anything to clear it at the moment, so it is fine. It's only light dust, powdery snow. I thought we should probably make our vlogs a little more regular, so I have decided that I'm going to start filming and uploading once a week. While the roads are very snowy at the moment, our road hasn't been ploughed. It's a little bit of a back street road, like it doesn't get priority with ploughing. So yeah, obviously I need to concentrate on driving while I'm videoing. I am currently on the way to the shops. I need to pick up a few things. It's Sunday. I have been struggling with a little bit of health issues lately, well, for the last few years actually, but I want to go and pick up a few things from there, and I'll explain very shortly. But first of all, I need to pick up my mail from the mailbox down the street. So in Australia, we usually have mailboxes at the end of our driveway, or we have a PO box in town at the post office. But here in Canada, it's very common to have a post box right, I'll show you guys, right down the end of the street. So if you guys can see it there, and that's how we collect our mail. And then for my business, I also have a PO box in town for my business. That way people don't know my personal address, because I don't want people knowing that. I'm gonna go check the mail now. Yeah, and I'll get you guys updated on what I was talking about. Just junk mail, unfortunately. It is windy out there, very windy, but it's beautiful. It's only -2, the sun's shining and it's gorgeous, but I just unfortunately got junk mail. I was waiting on my cleanser to come in the mail. I'm trying out the Esme, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, cleanser. I use their other oils and serums, but and some of their foundation, but trying out their cleanser, and I've been waiting I think a week for it to come. So it's coming from the US. My hair's an absolute mess again, like usual. It's hard to keep your fringe nice and neat when it's very windy outside, and I'm having a lot of trouble with my brake at the moment, trying to get it off. It gets stuck very easily. Just pull out here. Yeah, like I was saying before, I've been having quite a few health issues for the last few years. Most of you guys will know about all my health issues, and I did upload a video which I'll put a little card up here where you can click on and watch if you want to watch the full thing of all my health journey and everything I've been through. Some of you might find that a little boring, but if you do want to watch it, it's up here. I won't bore you on this video. But some of you may have noticed that lately my face has been looking a little bit more like water retention, and then sometimes it's a lot thinner. I actually had a guy message me telling me, how come sometimes your face looks slimmer? He wasn't being rude, and sometimes it looks fuller. And it's truly because of the inflammation in my body. My body attacks itself. I have autoimmune disease. I have celiac, where I'm not supposed to eat gluten. Well, I hope I don't get stuck here. The road is very thick of snow. I'm sure I'll be alright. I don't have it in four-wheel drive, so worst case I'll get out. But there's a huge snowdrift on the road here. Turning around. Yeah, we're all good. It's a whole new thing learning to drive in the snow coming from Australia, but it's somewhat like driving in sand when you go forward driving in a sand dune, so it's not too difficult. It's just when it's icy it's a bit worrying. Yeah, I've had a few issues with my health. My face has been getting a lot more bloated again, like, well, it's not really bloated, it's water retention, and I get more of that moon face look. Whereas some days it's like not thin, but thinner, you know what I mean? A lot of that's related to whether or not my thyroid medication's at the right dose, and as well as if my diet's gone off track a little bit. And when I say diet, I don't mean like I've been eating too many calories, so now I'm stacking on weight. I just mean too many high inflammation foods that I can't eat for my body, because it, you know, I get inflammation and it makes my joints ache, my face puff up, I get a bloated tummy, like it's horrible. So I usually try to stick to a full protein, like lots of red meat, fish, chicken, veggies. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to put this in four-wheel drive. I am sliding everywhere on this back road. Oh, luckily that guy. I might just get out up here and put it in four-wheel drive, because this is not good. I can't go any faster than 30 kilometers. Yeah, so I've noticed issues. I also just got all my hormones retested. I have very low progesterone, extremely high testosterone, and I have polycystic ovaries. So I take progesterone cream on my wrists every night, except during my cycle time. And I just did a Dutch test, which is a test you do to check if your hormones are okay. It's very, wait, I'm just going to pull over here. It's not very safe. One moment. Oh, there's a lot of ice there. I learnt that the hard way. The other day I went to do a turnaround, parked on ice and couldn't get out for a while. So let me just do this. Oh, that wind, because my car is in two-wheel drive before it was, and I've got a very lightweight, oh my gosh, my hair looks like extra volume. Because my truck's lightweight at the back, it drifts real easily. So now it's in four-wheel drive, so let's do this brake again. There we go, did it first time. All four wheels are now gonna work. They're all going to be engaged. Anyway, I've got to reverse on here. Anyway, so the Dutch test is a very thorough hormone test. It also tests cortisol and a bunch of other things, and it will be able to read a lot better than the original test I did in Australia what my hormones are doing. I did that recently through my naturopath, and she's given me a call and said that she wants to have an hour consult with me to come in, but wait until I've had my thyroid blood test done so we can talk about them all together. So there's obviously something going on. I can feel it within myself. I don't feel right. I want to get off the progesterone cream. I don't like being on any medicine whatsoever. I mean, I'm always going to be on thyroid medication, but I don't take contraception pill or anything like that. I don't take anything in my body other than thyroid and progesterone, and I'd like to get to a stage where I'm not taking any progesterone cream and to get my hormone levels on track. Obviously there's a root cause there that's causing this, so I need to figure that out. I've been doing a lot of research into different ways of eating and exercising. I know when I was in Australia I was exercising, doing 600 to 800 calories each, like burning that much each gym trip, and I was burnt out. I didn't lose weight. In fact, I was starting to put on weight because my body was under attack. Like, it was just struggling, and that's because of my polycystic ovaries. It causes insulin issues and it spikes, and yeah, it's just insane. So I have now learned and been reading a lot more about just doing, 25 to 40 minute leisurely walks daily, getting 30 minutes in the sun, getting that vitamin D. Oh God, I hope I make it up this hill. It is so slippery on this back road. And I've been, oh my God, I'm going to go a little slower. And yeah, just eating a little differently. I do eat healthy. I eat gluten-free and dairy-free and soy-free. And when you see me putting soy in my soy sauce in my food on my Instagram, that is usually, that is always a substitute. It's called soy substitute. I don't know what brand it is, but I do eat pretty healthy. But when Dad came and he brought all those snacks in one of those last videos, that huge Australian lolly and snack haul, I may have eaten a few of those when I'm not really meant to. So I am feeling like shit at the moment, absolute crap. I feel bloated, my face looks horrible, and I'm not saying I look horrible, but I feel horrible. Like, I feel puffy. I've been doing lymphatic draining massages on my face to try and help myself. I don't want to ever look at another lolly again. I just feel so crap. So I'm heading to town now to get some protein powder. I used to take it in Australia. It's incredibly good for people with, oh my god, there's a lot of ice here. It's incredibly good for people with polycystic ovaries because it's very, very important to have 25 grams of protein in the morning to start your day to help with your insulin issues. And I'm going to struggle to do that, especially with having to get up early, take the kids to school, get them on the school bus, get Tilly on the school bus, sorry. So I am going to opt for using a little bit of protein powder in the morning mixed with my food, so like yogurt. I'm going to grab a few protein bars, all gluten-free, no added sugar, no chocolate and all that crap. Like, they're all healthy ones. And a bunch of other things. And yeah, I'll take you on the shopping little haul with me.
Maybe on the wrong side of Pasadena, and the grass ain't no shade greener. It's just a little detour from the place we set out for when we left the church last Easter, singing hallelujah preacher. I know just what I ought to do. I'm gonna count my blessings like I never dropped out of school. I'm gonna give forgiveness like I got nothing left to lose. And if Jesus returns soon, his chariots are blazing, I will do my best to follow him to you. I think we may be on the wrong side of 24. We ain't growing like the weeds grow. We're just getting old, and I can't really remember if the world is black and white or if I'm living it right.
Alright, I'm home, but before I can bring any of these groceries in, I need to clear this whole path because there is so much snow. It's insane. Alright, that'll do. I've done all up there, but this is just solid ice under here, so I don't really want to expose that too much because then I'll slip. So I'm going to chuck some more snow on top and then bring those groceries in. Alright, I thought I'd just show you a quick little snippet of what I bought. We do eat healthy most of the time anyway, but I'm really kicking my ass back into gear. So I know that a lot of people are going to say this is not as healthy as drinking milk, but I can't have milk. I'm like dairy. I'm unable to. So I've bought some oat milk for smoothies and stuff, and then this is just for a little splash in my coffee. I've bought some coconut yogurt because I can't have dairy. These are just little snacks. I'm pretty sure that they are no artificial things. They're all like gluten-free, vegan, organic chickpeas and fava beans. I don't know how you say that. Got some lettuce. That's not even meant to be shown in here, but that's just a new toothbrush. These are for Tilly, she loves corn. Some gluten-free bagels that I love. And I bought a few seasonings to throw on our chicken and steak, which I'll show you why soon. Poor Tilly's unwell, that's her coughing in the background. And I bought that one. You alright, darling? Alright, I need to go and tend to Tilly, but I bought a few of these. They're not protein bars, but they're similar. They're all fruit. There's only 4 ingredients in them. These ones have 6 ingredients. It's just dates, coconut, nuts, and almonds. Tomatoes, blueberries, beetroot. I'm going to try and make something with that later, which I'll show you soon. Some dates. I have never tried sauerkraut. I know that it's better to get organic stuff, but I thought I'd buy the cheaper version to see if I like it first before buying the good stuff. Some avocado, some ginger, some bread for everybody else except Riley and I because we're gluten-free. Jerky, that's my naughty snack. I love jerky. And when I say naughty snack, it's not bad, but it's got lots of sodium and stuff in it. Bananas and some grapes. I also saw a hack, I guess you could call it, on a homesteading page where you use mason jars. I've got a few up here which I'm going to use to put all your fruit in and store it in that way after you've washed it in. I always use apple cider vinegar to wash all the fruit to get all the pesticides off, because although I try to get organic stuff, it's expensive. So I'm going to give that a try. I've really got to get off this vlog because Tilly keeps coughing and the dryer's going and the vacuum cleaner was going a second ago. So I will keep you guys updated on these jars though, to see if they do keep the fruit a lot fresher for longer in the fridge. Alright, something that I was pretty excited about getting, and I guess you know you're in your 30s when you get excited about vacuum cleaners being new in your house, and this new item we've got in our house. But Connor surprised me yesterday. He brought home a air fryer. We had one in Australia. We only had a 1-drawer one, but he brought home this big 2-drawer air fryer. We're just currently washing the drawers, which is going to be a huge game changer in the way we cook. We cook healthy, like I keep saying to you guys. When we were in Australia, because we only had the 1 drawer, we had to put the stuff in the oven to keep it warm. I can't get my words out. So yeah, anyway, here it is. We got the Ninja. I've linked it on my Amazon account. I've made a new storefront on Amazon, which I'll tell you about later, but it was actually cheaper though to go to Canadian Tire and get it compared to Amazon. That's only because it was this week 40% off. Regular price was cheaper on Amazon. So yeah, we're really excited, but yeah, we're just washing these at the moment. And then we're going to try and cook tonight with a few of these herbs and spices. I also have a herbs and spice cupboard over here. Hang on, honey. All these in here too. So we're going to be cooking some chicken in here tonight, as well as some beets, beetroot and carrots and potatoes and a bunch of other stuff. Alright, now I'm going to wash these grapes. I know you're not meant to wash these too much because that white stuff on the blueberries actually protects it, but I want to get all the pesticides off because these ones are not organic. I don't think they are. No, normally I do buy organic, but they didn't have any in stock. These are not organic, so I am going to pop them all off in here. I add apple cider vinegar, water, soak them for a while, then I wash individual ones, lay them out, dry them, and then I'm going to pop them in a bunch of mason jars. And I need to grab these ones down from up here too. Wow guys, the sunset is absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to try and set up a time lapse, but my camera battery's about to die and I haven't put any others on charge, so hopefully you guys will be able to see the sun setting over the Rockies there. I mean, look at this. Just so pretty. Alright guys, we're in the kitchen. Connor's here.
Hey guys.
We have just served the kids their dinner. They're eating before us because we didn't really plan the timing very well. They're having sausages and salad and cheese and some toast on the side. And I am cooking up, I've cut up some chicken breast. I've got some beetroot, some carrots I'm chopping up, and we're going to chuck them in the air fryer with some of those seasonings that we bought from I bought from Walmart, and then some salad on the side. So pretty excited to use the air fryer second night in a row. Hey Connor?
Yeah, get it used up.
Yeah, we used to use it all the time in Australia, but didn't want to buy another one here in case we couldn't get our visas. But we thought, well, Connor thought, stuff it, let's just get one, because well, I guess we can always sell it if we have to move back to Australia. Not that we want to put that energy out there. So I'm gonna grate these carrots up, get them in the air fryer, and then I'll show you guys how our dinner turned out. All right, Connor's got mushrooms cooking. I absolutely despise mushrooms. He likes them. What's it cooking in? Butter?
Yep, butter, garlic, and nut seasoning.
Oh yeah, smells good. Seasoning. Connor's also cooking pasta up for tomorrow because when my dad was here, he meal prepped. Well, me and my dad really, we did it together, a bunch of minced meat for spaghetti bolognese I should say, and then we froze them. That's defrosting at the moment. So Connor's getting that organised for work tomorrow. Morning guys, I am I'm about to put on my makeup for the morning. Thought I'd jump on here as I was reminded that I haven't mentioned, I think I slightly mentioned it. Hang on, this drawer is real squeaky. I think I slightly mentioned that earlier on in the video. I have an Amazon storefront, not sure if I did. Basically, I've been approved with Amazon to link my favorites. Basically, I've been approved by Amazon as an influencer, which I use that term very lightly, but that I can add my favorites onto their storefront and I can put them into little lists to make it easier for you guys. And that way, if you want to purchase something from Amazon and it just happens to be something I use, if you use my link, I get a commission, and it is a very, 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 very small commission. It is something like, I think sometimes it's only like 1%, like it's nothing. So if you buy something for $14, I get barely anything, but it all adds up. So if you don't mind using the links, if there's something there that you like and usually purchase, if you go over to my link every time in my Amazon storefront, then Connor and I get some sort of a commission. I have heard though that the commission doesn't get paid out for like 2 to 3 months after, which is quite a pain. I saw someone recently, it's January now, she just got paid for her October affiliate links. So there's that, but I just thought I'd jump on here and show you some of the things I added on there. I use Giorgio Armani. This is just for makeup, so if you're a bloke and you're not interested in this, feel free to skip this part. But here's my Giorgio Armani foundation that I use. It is not focusing. That's the Giorgio Armani foundation that I use. I've linked that on Amazon. I use this powder, and I have also created a blog which I'll link below of how I use all this stuff. It's on our www.becandconnor.com website, and yeah, I've linked like a bunch of color palettes and some that are very similar to what I use. This bronzer, eyelashes I use. I mean, I don't use them every day, but when I do, I use those ones. My e.l.f. mascara, which I have on now. I don't have any makeup on now, I just got mascara on, but oh, and my eyebrows filled in. But yeah, I just thought I'd jump on here. Some of them are a little more expensive products. When I say more expensive, like the Giorgio Armani, but then these are like $3 from e.l.f., like little eyeshadow palette. So yeah, I just thought I'd jump on here, let you guys know about that. Yeah, and I'll link everything below, the blog and the Amazon storefront. You guys can have a sticky beak. If you don't buy anything from there, that's fine. You might get some ideas. Today I am purchasing a few items from Amazon, and I do plan on adding them to my favorites. So if you want to check that out later on, you can. I cannot wait to see what they look like. I've been wanting a few of these for a while, and they've been on my wish list for a while. One of them is this colander strainer that you put over your sink, and it's extendable. I'll put a picture up on here, and it comes in lots of colors. There's gray, blue, pink, whatever, and it extends out, and that way you can put your fruit and veggies on and use the sink the tap to clean all your veggies, and it all just like drains through like a colander. So I really want one of those. It comes in a 2-pack. Okay, I've grabbed my computer because I couldn't remember everything that I've got on my order list. All right, I've got these natural sponges cloths. Instead of using wipes or cloths all the time and then throwing them out, we can put them in the washing machine. And they've got like 300 washes in them. So I'm also ordering these 4 big claw clips. They're really cute. I think they'll go with everything that I wear, same sort of color scheme. Also some hair ties. They're nothing exciting, but some blonde hair ties, 40 of them. I am ordering a ring light with, like, it's a tripod ring light. So when I do more videos, as I said, I'm going to upload once a week. It's just a little nicer on the eyes while you're watching TV. And the last thing I'm ordering off Amazon this week is these tumblers. They're 20 ounces. They're glass water bottles looking with a straw. Put it up on the screen. They come in lots of colors. I was torn between the white and this browny beige color. Gonna go the beige color because I thought when I'm doing protein shakes and stuff, my phone's calling. Oh, I'll answer that in a sec. When I'm doing protein shakes and stuff, I don't want like all this, like the color of the berries or smoothies or whatever, all on the white on the outside and staining. So I'm going with the beige, playing it safe. But yeah, it is all on my Amazon storefront. You can go and check it out. Today, both kids are home. I mean, Riley is always home because he does not go to school yet, but I do have to enroll him today for kindergarten. He starts in August. Oh, the horses are running around out there. Riley starts school in August. That means I've got from now till August to figure out what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna go back and study, which I don't think I'm gonna do. If I do, it'll be something to do with horses. I've always wanted to be a vet. May do that, but that takes like 6 years, so we will see. I don't know whether or not to start training horses, even though we don't know what's happening with our permanent residency. That's always been a goal of mine, not to be a huge big horse trainer because I don't think I'm experienced enough for that, but I do think I've got a bit of a gift, the patience, and I do listen to horses. I also have an equine sports massage background. I studied that in Australia, so that would come in handy as well. I have no idea what I'm going to do between Riley going to school. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do. He'll only be going part-time, like a couple days a week, half days. So it's not like I can take on a proper job, but I do want to take on something where it's going to be constant money, as well as still do YouTube and our Etsy store and our OutWestDesignsStudio store. To bring in a little bit more money. So I need to enroll Riley into school today for August. Tilly's home from school, she's got a cold again. Today I'm just spending the day doing regular housework, as well as I need to add a few things to my Etsy store, and I have a few custom orders to do on there too. Like I said before, I list everything in the description below. If you go down there, click on more, and you scroll down, you'll see everything on there. So I'll update you guys a little later today about our visas. We had very good news. It's not huge news, but it's good news to help us stay here. So I will explain that a little later today while we're not in the bathroom, which is a bit weird to be vlogging in, unless you're doing a makeup tutorial. And yeah, talk to you guys soon. Guys, I thought I would just chat to you while I'm making breakfast. Like I said earlier on in the video, I am being a lot healthier, so I am going to be cooking up leftover chicken from last night and having some eggs. I didn't manage to get any protein powder. I couldn't find any I liked. I'm going to do some more research. Because it has to be a vegan one, I can't have dairy. It's a little harder to find one that's not full of just stevia and stuff and overpowering in sugar. So yeah, I'm just sticking to eggs and chicken this morning for breakfast with a little bit of chili in it and some spices. Leftover chicken, some eggs, make sure the door's shut, a little bit of spray, get that on. I absolutely despise egg yolk. I don't like the taste of egg yolk, so I am cutting that out of this morning's breakfast. If you think it's weird that I've only got egg whites, it's not a health thing, it's not losing weight thing or calories or anything stupid like that. It is about me not liking egg yolk. And remember, this whole journey isn't about losing weight. For me, it is about my health. I'm really struggling at the moment, so let's make breakfast. All right, I've had to turn the stove off because the kids needed me, but I wanted to show this little hack. I got this off, it was probably Amazon. I have no idea where I got it now. But if you don't like egg yolks, put it over the top here, like this, on a bowl. Crack your eggs, and then the egg yolk goes in here, and then I give it to Wolf, our dog. So, pretty cool. Once we know we can stay in Canada permanently, we are going to get chickens again. We had them in Australia. I'm going to add a little bit of Tabasco sauce in the eggs, in the egg whites. We had them in Australia and absolutely loved them, but also it's nice having your own fresh, free-range chicken eggs, and they don't cost a fortune. So that's something we'll really be looking forward to once we've got permanent residency. In saying that, I thought I'd give you guys the little rundown on our visa update. We have really exciting news about our visa. Most of you know that we applied for to extend our visas. It's not called extending that, but for the sake of this video, we'll call it extending the visas that we're currently on. Connor's here till September, and mine runs out the 1st of March, and it is currently January the 23rd, I think it is. So not long now till it expires. If you're new here, you can go and watch all our other videos, but I have a criminal record because my gun safe wasn't bolted to a wall correctly in Australia, to the standards of the Australian standards, like the government standards. My gun and ammunition was locked inside, gun safe keys and the ammunition keys hidden separately in different spots in the house. Everything was safe. It's not like I was just leaving guns around, but they checked because we were moving house, and that's why it wasn't bolted properly. We just moved from one house to another. We quickly put it in the wall and then like kept moving all our furniture, and they checked it, and I got a criminal record. Didn't know about it until we went to move to Canada. I got a fine, I paid it, was never arrested. But when we moved to Canada from Australia, they asked me for a police check. And then when I got the police check to send to Canada, I think it would be all clear. Yes? You want me to help you with the tissue? Sorry, so many interruptions. The kids really need me, so I'm going to have to wrap this video up. But the police check came through. I had a criminal record, and then we had to go through all these dramas. I'll link up here how we got here. Because I was inadmissible. You're not allowed to come to Canada on a visa to work here or live here if you have a criminal record. You have to go through this process called rehabilitation. I found a loophole. Won't work for everyone, but for us it did. Video will be linked here for that. I was granted a two-year working open work permit as well as a temporary resident permit. That expires the 1st of March, and now it's coming up to the expiry date. After 5 years of conviction, you're allowed to apply for a thing called rehabilitation. If that's approved, your record is wiped clear and you can apply to stay here like a regular person. It means I don't have that criminal record hanging over me. The rehabilitation isn't how it sounds. You don't sit down in a circle and say, hi, I'm Bec, I'm an alcoholic, or anything like that. You just fill out a bunch of paperwork and submit all the forms and documents you need to, and then you wait. But the problem with that is it's an over 12-month waiting period, and it's all done by snail mail. It's not done on the IRCC website where you can see the progress of your application. It is literally snail mail. I've had to go through the local MP, Member of Parliament. I emailed them and asked them if they could follow up on my application to see whether or not they received it or not, because you go through phone calls and you ring up and they ask you what your application number is, but I don't know it because it's all through snail mail, and you don't get anything in the mail afterwards to say, hey, thanks, we received your application. It's just silent. You're ghosted pretty much. So it has been very stressful. I've also since applied for a new TRP and a new open work permit, as well as the visitor records or visas for the kids, but they have not been approved yet. And I knew the open work permit and the two kids visas we're on. So I knew that they had received, IRCC had received my open work permit, because I got a letter stating that I'm allowed to stay in Canada until a decision's been made, which is called being on implied status. It means I can stay here legally. I also know that the kids are on implied status with their visitors until a decision's been made. But my TRP, which is what allows me to stay in Canada as a criminal, even though I don't class myself as that, nothing had come back. They couldn't find the documents within my application, and it took probably 7-8 weeks of getting the local MP to call them and going through different departments to say, yes, we got it. And that was our big news. The other day I finally received news that they have confirmed that they have received my TRP application, and that means I am officially, and the kids are on implied status. So that means we can stay in Canada until a decision has been made on those visas, which is a huge relief. Like, I need to stop and pause and say that is massive, but we still have so much further to go. After this stage, if they're approved, I need to wait for the rehabilitation to be approved, fingers crossed. Then my criminal record will be wiped clear, and then I will apply for permanent residency in Canada through Connor and us, like as a whole family. But to do that, you need a certain amount of CRS points, and we don't have the CRS points because Connor was an electrician, and I won't go into all that, but basically we need to apply for another program called the Alberta Provincial Nomination Program, and that will give us an extra 600 points towards our CRS points. Once we get that approved, then we can apply for permanent residency. So when people ask me, how do you come to Canada and all that stuff, and ask for advice, I like to give it, but my situation is so different to the regular person that I can't really offer that advice. Anyway, I'm gonna make my breakfast now and wrap up here. I hope you like this short little vlog. I'm gonna keep doing them. Obviously, if we have something fun and exciting that week, I'm just going to be filming that, and I'm going to upload weekly from now on. See how I go. It's very hard editing, it's a long process, but vlogs like this are a lot easier to edit, whereas when we go out and do something and there's music and there's drone shots and there's mountains and all this stuff and b-roll, it takes a lot longer. These ones are a little easier to edit. In saying that, Tilly's coughing, I need to go and sort the kids out, and mum life comes first obviously over YouTube life. So hope you guys like this video, subscribe, like, comment below, and check out the links in the description as well. Bye.
Maybe on the wrong side of Pasadena, and the grass ain't no shade greener. It's just a little detour from the place we set out for when we left the church last evening.